I get it. Totally get
Yeah.
it. So,
That's why it was like, okay, I found a cookbook where it's like, okay, there's these really complex meals and the macros are already done for me. So I'm like,
okay.
hopefully this will simplify it.
So looking at this, just right now, based off of your skill set, which you actually have a more advanced skill set than most people who've never done this before. So, how would you program this into the app?
If it was just spaghetti, I would probably still weigh it and mainly give most of the weight to the pasta. And I guess eyeball the meat and just like make an educated guess
Okay.
and then an educated guess about the pasta. I mean, about the sauce too.
Okay.
But it is overwhelming because it's like, especially when you get to a point where like you have to really have it dialed in and you're just like, well, that's not quite cutting it. But I guess like just educated guessing, really.
Okay. So let me share with you. So,
Okay.
so me doing this, um, I would eyeball. I'll tell you exactly how I would do this.
Okay.
I would literally type in spaghetti, 1 cup, meat sauce, half whatever, half cup, third cup. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Done. Like, is that really accurate? No.
No.
Is it more accurate than nothing? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this is great because so like meals like this, sushi, pizza, casseroles, whatever, right? It's a conglomerate of foods.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not separated. It's all right.
Hmm.
I would either just lasagna. I do this all the time. Anytime I have lasagna, I am not going to freaking deconstruct it. I'm going to go lasagna one piece done,
Right.
and not even whatever.
Stress about it. Yeah. Just have something logged in there to
Right.
show that you ate that food and an educated guess. Yeah. So I do definitely get in my own mind sometimes where I overcomplicate it.
Yep, and that's
Um,
what causes frustration in regards to people who are trying to track, right? They're like, A,
yeah.
I don't know how to do this, or B, I'm freaking tired as hell. I don't even want like I just want to eat my spaghetti. Right. So
Yeah.
I'm helping you guys. So anytime there are these conglomerate of foods, soups,
Hmm.
stews, whatever, it's like I'll do vegetable soup, beef stew, chicken soup, lasagna, pizza, sushi. What else? Casserole. I'm not messing with it. I'm putting something in, moving on with my day. We don't want tracking to become frustrating. We want tracking to be, hey, here's my buddy, Mr. Tracking. Like he's to help and like he's to help and make the process not necessarily quote unquote enjoyable, but to relieve some of the uh, guilty feeling, whatever, some of the negative emotions. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's
It's really easy to track when we have um, so like I have this file. This is the image that I use for everything. It's really easy to track when our plate looks like this. Meat,
yeah.
rice, cauliflower, whatever.
Yeah.
Meat, asparagus, potato. Meat, pasta, blah blah blah. When our plate looks like this and everything's aren't mixed up, right?
Yeah.
So even like Seisha, she makes this bomb skillet. We do a lot of big skillets. I don't know exactly how much is in there, and so it's just like she tells me, okay, in the entire skillet is 1 can of black beans, 1 can of corn, 2 cans of tomato, 2 pounds of beef. That's what's in the skillet, and spices or whatever,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? And so in that, I can't just put skillet, then I'm just like it is just guesstimating. But I'm not going to I'm not going to dissect my plate, individually weigh out all the corn, all the beans, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I am just guessing and going on with my day
Yeah.
and not thinking twice of it.
Okay.
Does
Yeah.
that help? Does that help?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, so I I need to just have more meals, more variety. That way I know I'll hit my protein goals because I just think, which is like I'm just kind of, I mean, I'm a few weeks in it now, so I need to get the ball rolling and make sure I stay on top of it. Um, but I know it's like I keep it basic in the beginning and then, I fall off because I kept it basic. So it's like I know I'm getting to that point where I'm like, okay, I need to have some recipes that are making me feel good, but also helping me reach my goals so that way I don't lose track, lose sight of my big goal.
Okay, two things. Number one, nothing or nobody or no other things make you feel anything. So repeat
Okay,
after me
fair.
if you have repeat after me. If you have your notepad, you can write this down. Things and people don't make you feel.
Okay,
You make you feel.
okay.
With me?
Yeah,
This is giving too much power to other things and people and stuff.
yeah. Outside sources where I'm
Right.
in charge of myself.
You make you feel.
Yeah.
So food is personal from person to person. I'm not always quote unquote excited about some meals, and then some meals I'm extremely excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes it's like even when I'm having something just delicious, I know like, oh gosh, man, I'm gonna have to work. I'm either A, gonna have to work this off, B, not have as much. B, like so it's a constant. So
Yeah.
even though I'm excited to have it, in the back of my mind is like, ooh, this is not gonna be effective for my goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but number one, things, people, stuff, they don't make you feel. You make you feel. Um, So that's number one. Two, with the mental overwhelm on dissecting, I hope that demonstration just completely covers like that confusion and overwhelm. Does it?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
understand. I need to like not over analyze it.
Mm-mm. Overanalyzing leads to analysis paralysis, which leads to just stagnation and nothing. And then like, yeah, just more frustration. And you're like, screw it, I don't like doing this anymore. And it's really again, it's not about like doing it. You don't necessarily people's like, you don't have to like doing it. Well, now you'll enjoy the process more when you see results. Duh,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? You'll enjoy the process more when you see more results. Well, how do we see more results? By doing the process.
Right. Yeah.
So there
One
was this
feeds off the other.
right? And so it's not about it's like the inconvenience, the sometimes the confusion and overwhelm, the yeah, just the monotony. Like these are all things that are not associated with anything exciting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a lot of times, so like in your vineyard, it's like the whole process of making wine probably isn't that exciting. Like, oh gosh,
No.
weather's coming. I got to get into my tractor and prep the field because the weather's coming. Oh, great. Yeah, let's go prep the field for the rain. You're not skipping up to your tractor like, this is great. No, it's just what's necessary, right?
Right.
It's what's
Yeah.
necessary. So a lot of times and especially with females, because females are emotional creatures. It's like we have to be able to navigate. That's not really the word I'm looking for, but really it's like navigate and hone in on the right emotions for us to continue doing the things possible. Nobody wants to eat chicken and broccoli every meal for weeks on end. I don't,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
so here's what I wrote down. I need to find more variety.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a problem. So
Which
it's
I'm working on.
yeah. So the problem that we're looking to solve is not knowing options, additional options. So we look at solving that problem. Um, you don't like cooking, right? So it's just like we need things that are quick. We got to solve that problem. Quick and convenient. Quick, convenient, and effective. Yes. Quick, convenient, and effective.
Yeah.
And then we need to reduce the confusion and overwhelm. Yes?
Yeah. And so I think, you
Okay.
know, I feel like the confusion and overwhelm, like you put me in check on that. So it's like, okay, I need to get out of my head on that. I get it. As far as finding other options and stuff, I feel like I've worked on that by getting the recipe book. I'm feeling good about that. And then, uh, yeah, I mean, I don't love cooking, but I also think that having this recipe book, because it is structured for, food prepping, that's going to be nice because it's like I already know I'm going to be able to make 5 meals out of this. And I mean, that's how all food prepping is. So it's like I just need to realize, like, it's not like I'm going to have to cook every day, all day. I'm going to have things ready to go.
Correct. Um, Food prep, not meal prep.
Right.
What I don't like about recipes, me personally, it's like food prep. Cook me a bunch of chicken, cook me a bunch of rice, cook me a bunch of soup, cook me a bunch of potato, cook me a bunch of beans, cook me a bunch of different foods. I will just organize and mix and match whatever I feel like, a cafeteria style.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, pop quiz. Here's your plate. How are you going to program this?
I guess, especially in my Fitness Pal, they do have a lot of stuff. So if I know what kind of roll I got, I could go on my Fitness Pal and type in the name of the roll and just try to find it. And
Okay.
if not, just find a very generic sushi roll.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna find. So I would pick like what meat's in it. Is it crab, tuna, blah 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 blah, and then I'm just gonna put tuna sushi roll, crab sushi roll, shrimp sushi roll. I'm not gonna try to dissect it.
Yeah.
There's avocado and cucumber, and what kind of sauce is this? And what's those little orange things? Is that masago? Is that masago? Like what is that? Okay, did I put the ginger? I'm like, I'm putting like sushi roll. Boom.
Okay.
Sushi roll. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 pieces. That's
Okay.
that's how I would do it.
Okay.
You getting it? You see how
Yeah.
cool. Next. All right. Boom. Grandma makes this. How you gonna
I guess I would just put in hamburger casserole.
boom. That's how I do it. I literally
And
go in hamburger casserole, X amount of servings. I don't know what the heck's in it, but that's what I'm
yeah.
doing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. If you've been following my stories,
I
I've been
saw. So you had pizza for breakfast.
having pizza for breakfast. I had pizza for breakfast yesterday. I had pizza for breakfast today. I have 3 more slices, which will be pizza for breakfast for the next 3 days. Then the pizza's gone. No more pizza.
Yeah.
But I'm having one slice. I'm having one slice of pizza and a protein shake. That's my breakfast for all week long.
Nice.
Now, looking at this slice of pizza, I don't know what's on it. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what its name is. I put pizza.
Okay.
I literally let me show you. This morning, I clicked the first thing that was on here. So it said, I know you can't see it. It says pizza, Southwest Pizza. Southwest.
Okay.
That was the first thing that was on there. That was the first thing that I was on there. It was 244 calories. Here's the macros. I didn't even look. I put
Okay.
I put pizza, green, that green little check mark. When you have green check
Yeah.
marks, those are verified, which means they're accurate. Things that
Yeah.
things that don't have green check marks are user inputted entries, and there could be some mistakes.
Okay.
But that's actually another tip. So anytime you're guesstimating, if you can find verified check mark entries, those are probably the most accurate ones.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Got it.
saying. It's like I don't know where her dad gave us literally 5 slices of pizza. I don't know where they're from, don't know what company, don't know what it's called, don't know what's on it. I literally put pizza.
Yeah.
This is how I don't get overwhelmed with tracking. Makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Um, right. I know it's not winter anymore, but whatever. Boom. Right? We go over to a house and then they make this. We made some
Yeah.
stew. Oh, what kind of oh, it's beef and vegetables. beef and vegetable stew. One bowl. Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the type of style of tracking when we have meals like this that you really cannot itemize individually.
Yeah.
So moving forward, does that help with the overwhelm?
Yes.
I can check that off the problem solving list.
Yes.
Good. Cool. Anytime, right? You go to a steak restaurant and you really don't know what cut it is, I'm going to put steak.
Okay.
If you do know what cut it is, ribeye, filet, sirloin, New York strip, then you can do that. But if you don't know what cut it is, if you eat,
Okay.
her dad also made us some hamburgers, like patties, big thickies. I don't know what percentage. I didn't ask him. I didn't know what percentage, how lean it was. I just put beef, X amount, weigh it out.
Yeah.
It could have been lean. It could have been I don't know. I didn't ask.
Yeah.
That's my fault. I didn't ask. I just, here's my food scale. Here's the patty, 212 grams. All right, 212 grams of beef.
Okay.
Can you see
Yeah.
it? Can you see the ease and convenience and the not overthinking it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right, we've checked that one off. All right, next. The quick and convenient and effective. Um, you have your notepad?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go into your foods list, there's 10 different, every time somebody says, I'm so sick of fill in the blank, 99% of the time people are saying, I'm so sick of chicken. Okay. You got nine other options here. When was
Yeah.
when was the last time you had turkey? When was the last time you had tuna? When was the last time you had any type of fish? When was the last time you had beef, pork, all these other animals, right?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had Greek yogurt? When was the last time you had cottage cheese? When was the last time you had an omelet? When was the last time you had hard-boiled eggs? There's 10 options of protein in here. So anytime somebody says, I am so sick of eating X, Y, and Z, I say, I would be too. Mix it up.
Okay.
So
Got
like,
it.
here's your other notepad. Here's our default. Here's my default. Seisha's way better cook than I am, but what I've learned from her, here's the spice combo. You ready? Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Boom.
Mm,
That's the default combo. I don't know if I'm
okay.
a great cook. So if I want to spice things up, I just randomly like I have an idea. I have an idea. So like when I cook, we have these little already pre-made beef patties that I just got to throw on the grill or just brown, mash them and brown them. I add in salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and then a steak seasoning.
Mm,
Sometimes
yeah.
sometimes I'll throw in some onion, like real onion, whatever, but
Yeah.
garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. That's the
The go-to.
yeah, like, and that goes on it. Beef, pork, chicken.
Okay.
Super simple.
Yeah.
Now just mix those spices up on your meat.
Okay.
Um, the carbs list. Do you like potatoes?
Yeah.
Cook potatoes anyway. Mash them, bake them,
Yeah.
whatever. Two.
Carbs are easy.
So of these, what's the hard and like veggies, whatever. Fixed veggies, however you whatever. The carbs,
Yeah.
the carbs are easy. Typically, most people struggle with just
Protein.
variety of protein.
Yeah.
But that's how we do it. Beef, pork, turkey, fish, chicken, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, whatever.
Yeah, and I actually like I do like chicken thigh, but I probably am burning myself out. So I need to probably yeah, pick up some beef patties
Turkey cutlets,
and yeah.
turkey cutlets, pork chops, turkey cutlets, pork chops, beef.
Yeah.
We have um we have fish fillets that are actually breaded. We have breaded like Long John Silver's, yeah. But we get from Sam's. They're cod fillets, 9 minutes in the crock pot, and I put ketchup on them.
Yeah.
Like a big fish stick. I don't like I really don't like cooking either. We do Sam's those chicken bites, just like a Chick-fil-A. We do these cod fillets, just like big fish sticks. It's like it's not bad food. It's
Yeah.
just food.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's definitely my goal for this week is to get my protein switched up a little bit and hit that protein goal every day.
What I rotate, what I rotate heavily on, me personally, eggs and egg whites, Greek yogurt in so many different fashions with fruits or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, Protein drinks, protein bars, and then our main two meat sources. We eat a lot of beef. We eat a lot of chicken. We eat a lot of turkey. Those are
Okay.
probably our three. Pork's in there too as well, but probably not as frequently. We eat
Okay.
beef, chicken, and turkey, and then pork as well. But at breakfast, those are kind of the what I just showed you a while ago. Those are my repeats on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Rotate through fruit. We always have strawberries. We always have blueberries. We always have bananas. We always typically have apples. Um, all the berries, strawberries, blueberries. Sometimes we have cherries, grapes. Um, we're just rotating,
Yeah. Yeah.
rotating.
Fruit and vegetables, I typically have a lot of stuff in the house, so yeah.
We eat a ton of rice, bean. We're Satia's half Mexican. We eat a ton of rice, beans, and tortillas.
Mm,
A lot, all
yeah.
all the time. Um, So quick and convenient. Find things, like I said, find things at Sam's or that you can throw in the air fryer. Just
Yeah.
look at the nutrition facts. You don't have to cook. You don't have to cook.
Yeah. That's true.
You can be an Instapot and a whatever it's called. What's the other one? Air
Air
fryer.
fryer.
You can be an Instapot air fryer chef. You don't have to cook anything. You just have to pay attention to the nutritional facts and match the numbers.
Okay.
Matching game.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a chef. I'm not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, no, that helps.
So that's the options, like knowing more options. It's just not overthinking it, and then just finding. You don't want to find when we talk about quick and convenient and effective. Like don't be elaborate.
Yeah.
Like I will bake. I will bake or air fry or Instapot sweet potato, and I will mix it with a different type of protein.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for me the big thing is just like you said, like don't overthink it. Like just keep it simple.
Yeah, you don't have to be. You're trying to be. You don't have to be Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. No.
You just gotta be Tara.
Yeah.
Pick foods that you like. Pick foods that your family likes. Rotate through them. Simple.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't have to be Gordon Ramsay. Just be Tara. Find stuff, and like I said, it's like you guys know what you like.
Yeah.
That's the flexibility in it. I teach people flexible eating, and then they don't introduce any flexibility into it.
Right.
They're still trying to do chicken, rice, and broccoli. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. You get stuck in these diet culture thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Does that
Feel
help?
good. Yeah. Yeah. I
Like,
think it'll be
the
good.
tracking's great. What I'm actually gonna do, let me stop the recording.